A classic MACtion rivalry continues tonight with the reigning MAC champion Western Michigan Broncos visiting McGurk Arena to take on the surging second-place Central Michigan Chippewas. Welcome in, Kyle Sandel alongside Nathan Arbaugh. Nathan, we have a really fun matchup today between a Western Michigan team that was so dominant a year ago, and they're starting to find their footing, and CMU, who has surprised many this year and is coming off a huge win over Bowling Green. Yeah, this is a Western Michigan team that looks a lot like that championship team last year. It was a slow start, but now they've got their footing. They're going to go to the gas pedal now, and this is a Central Michigan team that's found that gas pedal. They are doing great to start this year. Great offensively. It's going to be exciting to see these two go head-to-head. And those players that are helping them find that gas pedal starts on the Western Michigan side with who other than Logan Case, the star setter. Yeah, the most decorated player on the court. She's great offensively, great defensively. She's going to be all over the court today for the Broncos. And on the Central Michigan side, Natalia Raymond played a big part in that huge 5-set win over Bowling Green. Yeah, 17 kills in that win, but how about 86 in MAC play? She has really hit the gas pedal offensively for the Chippewas. Keep an eye on her today. And that will allow us to send it over to our key player, Christina Fusco.
Yeah, thanks, guys. It's time for the Chippewas to battle the Broncos. And obviously, Central wants to fill these stands today. They're hosting a block party. They've got free pizza and t-shirts upstairs. And hey, I mean, that's enough to get me to a volleyball game. It's time to get this block party started. Kyle, Nate, what do you guys think about that?
Yeah, I'm always down for a block party. I know both of these teams will be looking to do that themselves around the net today.
Yeah, it's going to be very important for both sides to kind of attack the net today, and it's going to be an exciting game to watch. This MAC rivalry, it's a fun one.
Obviously, both coaches there, a couple of decorated coaches, Mike Golick on the CMU side and Colleen Munson for Western Michigan. We will definitely dive into them throughout today's game. But first of all, let's hop into Nate's keys for today.
Yeah, for Central Michigan, it's going to be the aggressor. We saw them have great success around the net when they're aggressive. We saw that against Bowling Green. And then it's energy, energy, energy. They didn't have that against Toledo. They fall in Toledo. So that energy leads to the aggression. And for the Broncos, it's grab the shovels. They turn their defense into offense. So dig, dig, dig. And then we kind of touched on it. The Broncos have to get big around the net. That's what Toledo did, and that's how they took down the Chippewas. They've got to make them a little less aggressive around the net.
Both teams coming off of wins previously in the MAC. Western Michigan with a 3-set sweep over Kent State. CMU, we mentioned it in the open, that big-time 5-set win over Bowling Green, who's been really good so far this year. So we are set to go here between the Broncos and the Chippewas. A good old-fashioned MAC rivalry. Western Michigan will start off with the serve. It's going to be Carly Piercefield, the freshman, to get things started in today's match.
Well, Piercefield, 7 aces so far this season. She has 11 assists. A good freshman that can take over once these veteran presences leave.
She sends it over the net, dug out by Anderson. Setting up Raymond, and a nice dig on the Broncos side. Free ball sent over to the Chippewas. Here's Casson. Another nice dig for Western. Good back and forth volley so far. Casson again. And there it is. Point Western to get us started here.
Yeah, no surprise there. They go to the 2023 MAC second teamer, Anna Calcagno, and great start for the Broncos there. Long set, they get it done.
Here comes Piercefield, serve again. Dug out by Langton, setting up Olin in the middle. And a diving attempt made by the Broncos, unsuccessful to get CMU on the board.
Well, that's a face the Chippewas are happy to have back. Abby Olin missed the Bowling Green series, but Chippewas didn't quite need her there. They got it done today. She's going to be a big presence up front.
So now another freshman, Hannah Langton, will send it away for the Chippewas. Anderson pops it up in the air. They'll set up Casson. Blocked by the Broncos, but recovered by CMU. Anderson with another dig here. Korba sends it to Raymond. Good defense here from both sides. And the point will go to Western. Really good defense on both sides. We saw a couple digs from Anderson here. But Western awarded the point there to make it 2-1. Here comes the serve from Andolyn Simpkins. Thomas, nice recovery again, sent back over. Corba digs it out. Langton finds Raymond on the far side and places it down in the corner for the central point.
Yeah, just a great job from Raymond to find the motion from the Broncos here towards us on the near side. She finds the gap on the far side, just great vision there.
Ali Gertiza checks in for the Chippewas, been getting a lot of action recently, and she will serve it over. Close side for the Broncos and finding that opening in the back of the CMU defense for the point.
Well, right there, you've got Corba and Thomas trying to go up for the Chippewas. Corba a little bit undersized on this near side, so a big push there from the Broncos.
Julia Marr picks up her first kill for Western. They've been going to her early. Here comes the serve. Good recovery from CMU. Raymond sends it over. Hits the net, and a great block from CMU to keep this back and forth action going, all tied up at 3.
How about Raymond, though, rising above the net, causing a little problems, and that's why that one gets sent right into the net. Raymond just rising there.
And it just goes to show how much of a player Natalia Raymond is. She does it everywhere. She has the kills, the aces, the digs, and even the blocks. She's top 5 in all 4 categories. She sends it over here. Western sends it back. A good dig from Curtiza, but it sets up an easy kill for Marr.
Yeah, that's just an error on the Chippewas. You cannot give the Broncos a good look in front of the net. Look at this. This is a freebie all day for Marr.
Marr with her second kill so far as the Broncos regain possession. Alana Erickson sends it over. Dug out by Langton. Corba setting up Thomas, close side, and she'll get the kill.
Well, Thomas has been an extremely impressive freshman for the Chippewas, whether it's at the net blocking or just the raw power swinging it across the net.
And now she will send it away from the service line for CMU, all knotted up at 4. Powerful kill, but it's dug out by Raymond. Now Corba finds Olin. Western Michigan gets set up once again. This time it's Lauren Schrock, far side, and puts it down to put CMU in the lead.
Well, with the player that Lauren Schrock is, she has so much power when she's coming down for the kills. It's hard to block there. That one just rattled in and out of the defenders.
Lauren Schrock has been busy in the last few MAC matches as Grace Thomas sends it over the line to give it back to Western Michigan, but Schrock really has been involved for CMU these last several matches now and getting her involved early here.
Yeah, you look at it. She'd only played 4 sets up until the Ball State series here at Central.
Chippewas set it up for Olin in the middle. Good defense from Western Michigan. They'll set up their offense. And a one-handed dig attempt by Langton. Look at the Chippewas defense sending it back over to Western. Raymond digs it out. They'll keep things going. Schrock with the push attempt, and we have a great volley. A sneak attack sent over by Western to pick up the point. What a volley there.
Yeah, I mean, Langton couldn't quite get there, but she started this thing with an impressive dig. What a play, but then an even better play to catch the Chippewa defense a little bit napping.
Logan Case obviously is just a decorated player, the reigning MAC Player of the Year, picks up the kill there. Olin sends over a free ball, and Western Michigan will get set up. Trying to find that middle defense, but Gertiza keeps it alive. Sending it towards the back, and it's a tip ball. CMU ties it back up.
Yeah, Lauren Schrock there. 43 kills in her last 14 sets. Really powerful swing there.
So now Ali Corba will serve it away for CMU. We have gone back and forth so far, tied up at 6, and number 6 sends it away. And it looks like Case tried to send it over. Olin reached over, and Western will get the point.
Yeah, you've got to imagine right here, Abby Olin's eyes just light up. She's like, oh, that's a free one, but gets too far over the net.
Corba here talking this over with one of our officials to get some clarification on that one. Little tangle up on top of the net. And now Coach Golick is discussing with the officials, so there'll be some sort of disagreement at the net.
And we talked earlier this week with Coach Golick. He wants his team to be aggressive. He's not afraid to have mistakes with the aggression that the Chippewas have had, and it served them well.
That was definitely an aggressive play from Olin to try to keep it on the Broncos' side, but instead they lose the point. So here comes a serve from Case. Raymond digs it out. Sets up Schrock, far side. Nice recovery from the Broncos. Salesman sends it over. Caston's attempt, once again dug out by this good Western Michigan defense. And Langton lets it go to pick up the point. Once again, we're tied up.
Incredible vision from the freshman Langton to recognize this one's going out. Not often, sometimes freshmen are more inclined to go after that. That time, just put the brakes on.
Here comes Alina Anderson's serve. Case will set up Salesman right towards Langton to keep it alive. Corba, Raymond. It's in. Raymond stays hot.
This Chippewas offense really getting going here, and it's the leader in kills, Raymond, that they've gone too often.
Anderson serve again. Case will set up Salesman. Tips off the net. Corba to Olin in the middle. A diving attempt to keep it alive from the Broncos. Great recovery there. They'll go right back to Olin, and she is denied and picks up the point.
Yeah, just a little bit of miscommunication there between Corba and Olin. Both of them kind of called for it here.
Yeah, just a tough spot there for both front players. So Western Michigan ties it back up at 8. Carly Piercefield back there to serve again for the Broncos. Corba sets up Casson just a bit wide. Western Michigan now rolling off 2 in a row to retake the lead.
Well, now we're seeing Casson get a little bit more involved. She got off to a great start this season, and then Raymond's kind of emerged, but Casson's still a huge part of this offense that the Chippewas need to try to get involved.
Corba sets up Raymond far side. Nice dig there from Piercefield. And this time rejected by Abby Olin in the middle for CMU.
That's just a tough wall to get over. Casson and Olin combined for the block there. Just huge play there from the Chippewas at the net.
Great to see Abby Olin in the lineup today. She missed their previous match against Bowling Green. A huge factor in the middle of this CMU defense and offense. Come the Broncos again. Another block from CMU. They'll reset. Nice dig from Langton to keep it alive. Corba finds Casson and puts it down in the corner. Precision from Casson.
I mean, the vision, to be able to shoot down the line and across the line is such senior presence from Christina Casson.
So after 2 straight points for the Broncos, CMU has gone for 2 in a row themselves. Comes the Western Michigan offense right in the middle, quick to score and tie this thing back up at 10.
It's felt like the Chippewas have had the power plays, but the Broncos have had the response plays. Right there, they just find the hole in the defense.
Mary Claire Brusick picking up the kill there. She's second on the Broncos in kills. And this time, the free ball sent over. A smart play from CMU to just get it right back on their side. Calcagno picking up the kill.
Yeah, just again, another free ball that turns into points for Calcagno and the Broncos.
So here comes Annalyn Simpkins, sending it back over. Corba sets it up for Raymond far side. Simpkins to Marr. Langton again is there. Thomas sends it over. Good recovery there from Western. Couple of free balls being sent over on both sides. Casson is rejected, but a nice save from Alina Anderson. Set up right towards the middle of the net. And it will be awarded to Western Michigan. A tough play there. CMU looking a bit questionable on this side, but it will go to the Broncos.
How about this? Christina Casson trying to set it up for Raymond.
Once again, sent over by Simpkins. Raymond again. Nice dig there. Here's Marr on this close side. Sends it too far, and CMU regains possession. It was the first time we had seen 3 straight points from either side. Western went on a bit of a run there, but CMU gets it right back. It's still just a 1-point game here in this first set.
Yeah, this has been really close. We expected it, and they've delivered so far in this first set.
So here's Gertiza to send it away for Central. They'll set it up in the middle, but blocked to keep it 12-12. Oh, and they will give it to Western here, excuse me. So goes out on Central. So 13-11 Western now. Here comes the serve. Langton digs it out. Corba finds Raymond. And a block will go out of bounds to give Central the possession again. Natalia Raymond to serve here for CMU. We talked about all the different things she does for this team, including leading the team with those 25 aces. Here comes her serve. Finding Marr on this close side. Blocked by the Chippewas, but Western recovers. Marr will send it over. A diving dig from Langton finds Thomas for the kill. What a sequence for Central.
How about the freshmen combining for that one? Langton, Thomas finishes it off, and now you've got your best server. I mean, when Raymond's serving, it's like a knuckleball coming at you.
And here it comes once again. Always tough to recover off that one, but Western does a good job there, and the net helps them out a little bit as they pick up the lead again. Back and forth action so far, 14-13. Neither team has gained more than a 2-point lead so far in this one.
Wouldn't expect anything else from a crosstown rivalry.
Of course. So here's Alana Erickson, second on this Western Michigan team with her 19 aces. Nice recovery from Corba to find Schrock, but a nice dig. Trying to send it over was Salesman. CMU recovers. Got a bunch of action going on the net here. Langton will set it up for Schrock. And it's down. What a play from Schrock.
I mean, Schrock was patient, waited for her opportunity, and punches it home for her third kill.
Set up in a tough spot there, too. Pretty far away from the net she was, but able to still send it over with that force. Here's Thomas's serve. Setting up Salesman and finds the back of that CMU defense to make it 15-14. We have had back and forth action so far here between these two rivals, but Western leads 15-14.
It's Red Tag savings time at Penske Chevrolet. Get Red Tag holiday savings now on new Trax or Equinox. Your choice, $299. $299 a month at Penske Chevrolet. Drive new Trax or Equinox. Your choice. Red Tagged at only $299 a month. The Red Tags are back now at Penske Chevrolet.
Another crazy season. Are you ready to keep this rolling? Let's go.
With ESPN Plus, catch live NFL games.
And enjoy the show.
Plus, NFL shows from some of the biggest names in the game.
Let's go to the tape.
This ball is just thrown into a defensive team meeting.
NFL Prime Time, only on ESPN Plus.
Oh, did I mention our exclusive expert analysis? Why settle for some football when you can have more football? It's simple. ESPN Plus equals more football. Stream now.
Western Michigan led by the reigning MAC Coach of the Year and legend Colleen Munson. What a career she has had here.
Yeah, 20th season here as Western Michigan's head coach. 390 wins, and she's led the Western Michigan Broncos to a ton of NCAA tournament appearances. This is a legendary coach here for the Broncos.
Absolutely, 18-0 in the MAC last year, but flipping it over to the Central Michigan squad. We know what we're getting with Coach Mike Golick. I mean, they just love playing for him.
They do, and he preaches that. We talked to him earlier this week, and he was huge on getting this team to play as one, and they have been. He's got them firing on all cylinders to start MAC play.
All right, so we're set to go again. Western holds just a 1-point lead, 15-14. Here's Corba finding Olin in the middle and ties it back up.
Yeah, just nothing you can do about that if you're the Broncos, and boy, you're trying to dig that out. You're already too far back on your heels. Abby Olin bringing the power.
Abby Olin has just been so efficient so far for the CMU team. 5th in the MAC with that .335 hit percentage. Here's Corba sending it over. Case will set up Salesman on this close side. Raymond keeps it going. Olin again in the middle. This time a nice saving dig from Western. Salesman again will pick up the point as the block scatters out of bounds, so Western retakes this lead.
Well, there's the Broncos leader in kills. Salesman most of the time stepping in off the bench. She's a big-time offensive player for these Broncos when they need to spark some life.
So here comes the reigning MAC Player of the Year, Logan Case's serve. Schrock on the far side. Western with a nice recovery there, but it's a free ball. Raymond, Korba, Casson, just too far. We'll see, did they call it a tip? It looks like it, yes. Western Michigan lays a finger on that one as it goes out of bounds, so CMU ties it back up.
This Broncos defense is tough, but when you get those few free balls, they've got to take advantage of it, and they have been.
Salesman on this close side. CMU's done a pretty good job with her so far. Olin sends over the push shot. Now they'll work on that far side, but Langton sends it up. Now Raymond over the side. Western keeps it going. And the net gets in the way there as well as Abby Olin. CMU regains the lead.
Second block this evening by Abby Olin. She's making her presence felt. Welcome back.
Anderson sends it over. Here's Case towards the middle of the floor. Casson on this close side. Blocked, but still able to send it over. Good recovery there from Casson. She'll get another try, and she'll make it count. 2-point lead for CMU.
Well, that's what Mike Golick talks about. Be aggressive. Keep going. You get the first shot blocked. How about coming in and getting it right back?
Anderson on a bit of a serve streak here. She sends it over. Langton with another impressive dig. Korba runs it down, and Raymond will send it over. And what a shot there with the left hand. Keona Salesman sending it over.
We've seen a couple of those. It's the light tap overs right now that the Chippewas are expecting the power. They get the push, and how have they responded? A couple of those have fallen in with some miscommunications.
Yeah, Salesman really known for that powerful attack shot, but that time just skips it over with the left to end the CMU run. They're up 18-17. Here's Korba finding that far side for Raymond, and CMU regains the 2-point lead.
And you can tell who the Chippewas are going to. Raymond, that's her already 13th attempt, but her 4th kill. So she's been the powerhouse right now offensively.
Here's the freshman libero, Langton sending it over. This close side for Julia Marr. Raymond able to dig it up. Korba in the middle. Now sends it to Casson again. And this time Western Michigan is able to get their hands up and block it down.
And that's what we talked about for the keys. You've got to be aggressive around the net. For the Chippewas to kind of think before they're shooting. Right now, the Broncos are making them feel a little bit up at the net.
So now here's the libero for Western, Simpkins sending it over. Finding Casson once again. Nothing you can do with that power. 2018 CMU.
Well, no fear from Christina Casson. You get your shot blocked 1 point ago, and she goes right back to the power shot. She says, I want to see you do it again.
Of course, yeah, they've been going to her a lot. She had 26 kills combined over that Thursday-Friday matchup last week. Getting going early here. 2018 CMU. Here's Marr sending over the free ball. Korba will set it up far side for Raymond. A nice dig there from Simpkins. Another free ball for Western. Let's see if Central will take advantage. Thomas. What a pancake there from Simpkins, but they will blow it dead and say it touched the hardwood. And Western Michigan can't believe it.
I mean, if this falls, wow.
Really tough look there. I mean, it was right there in front of us on our close side. And they're going to look this one over really close there because this is a crucial point here in this first set. 20-18 was the score before. So this could be a really big 2-point shift.
This could be a very big shift. This is a point where the Broncos have to keep pace. We're on the other side. The Chippewas want to keep the momentum rolling, but the leader in Simpkins might have gotten her hand under it.
It's a pretty good angle there. It looks like she's underneath it, but it's hard to see if that angle really looks like it gets the wrist.
And that black armband helps a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, it's not even the pancake, right? You're getting the handle on that one.
You know, they tell you to get the hand, but how about the wrist?
She was there early. Really, I mean, impressive play there from Simpkins. We know that she obviously is not used to these impressive digs. 289 digs is first on the team, and she's second in the MAC with those 4.74 digs per set. We get a rule on it here, and no good. So Looks like CMU will retain possession. So it's still 21-18. All right. So here comes Gertiza. She'll send it over for CMU. Case will set up far side. Push shot this time, and a pancake on the central side from Langton is good. Wow.
The freshman taking pointers from the fifth-year senior on the other side and says, hey, I can do that too.
Yeah, she saw Simpkins do it and said, I want to try at that. So now it's 21-18 Central. They wiped away the point off that last one. Mar sends over another free ball. Corba to Thomas. It's good again. Chippewas lead by 4.
CMU is just rolling offensively right now, and the Broncos seem to be out of their sets defensively.
Sending over a lot of free balls, allowing Central Michigan to set up their offense. Here's Case Tamar this time. An impressive dig attempt there from Anderson, but it flies into the crowd to stop this CMU run.
Yeah, that's a crucial point right now because Western needs to try to get themselves back into it. Now trailing by 3, that's a big swing point there.
It's impressive service run there from Gertiza, but Western Michigan retakes it here. Langton on the dig. Corba will set up Raymond on the far side. Good block at the net there from the Broncos. Now it's Marr on the close side, and once again forces a powerful dig attempt that flies out.
Yeah, it's just tough to return those with so much power coming at you from Marr.
2-point run here for Western Michigan. It's 22-20. Here it comes from Regan Boyer. Anderson puts it up. Corba finds Thomas, and it's in. Thomas is on fire.
I mean, a piece that goes unhidden for this Chippewa offense. About 5 kills for Grace Thomas.
CMU just 2 points away from taking this first set. Natalia Raymond will send it over. Case finds Mers on that far side, but Raymond keeps it alive. Now Corba will go right back to Raymond. Western Michigan will reset. And they will get the point there. Mers got rejected on the first time. The second time, she makes it count. Madison Mers doesn't play a ton for this Western Michigan team. Obviously a really small rotation that they run, but still gets a lot of work. She's 8th in the MAC in hitting percentage, so you know they want to go to her when she's in. Here comes a serve from Western. Langton digs it out. Schrock along the far side, goes to the high hands, but too far. Western Michigan now has cut the lead to 1.
Well, both teams have swung it well so far. 260 attacking percentage for Central, 267 for Western. So right now it's a race to the finish line.
Erickson will send it over once again for Western. Corba will set up Thomas on this close side, and they can't stop the freshman. Grace Thomas has been absolutely phenomenal for CMU on all sides, and she will send over the serve for the set point. Case sets up Salesman. Gertiza digs it out. They'll go to Schrock along the far side. Western Michigan keeping it alive. Case will go to Mers this time and picks up the assist. So with that, Nathan.
Yeah, when she had the mark was 9.
Yes.
But now she's 3rd in the MAC, all-time in assists. I mean, no surprise there for the already decorated grad student.
Absolutely. All the awards that she has, just add that to the book. But CMU still has a set point here, 24-23. Corba to Schrock. CMU takes set 1 thanks to Lauren Schrock. Corba was super efficient for CMU and allows Central to take that tight set 1 here in
It's Red Tag savings time at Penske Chevrolet. Get Red Tag holiday savings now on new Trax or Equinox. Your choice, $299. $299 a month at Penske Chevrolet. Drive new Trax or Equinox. Your choice. Red Tagged at only $299 a month. The Red Tags are back now at Penske Chevrolet.
Hey, little brother. No matter how hard I try,
John, are you eating anything?
There's no talking to you. Do you believe
my secret
in
recipe?
life after love?
Thank you.
What is sport? It's more than training at dawn and drills after dark. It goes beyond the gym, through city streets, and on to the stage. Sport inspires, it entertains, and challenges. So ask yourself, is this sport? Yeah, even that. Sport is everywhere, for everyone. Sport is everything.
Another crazy season. You ready to keep this rolling? Let's go.
With ESPN Plus, catch live NFL games.
And enjoy the show.
Plus, NFL shows from some of the biggest names in the game.
Let's go to the tape.
This ball is just thrown into a defensive team meeting.
NFL Prime Time, only on ESPN Plus.
Oh, did I mention our exclusive expert analysis? Why settle for some football when you can have more football? It's simple. ESPN Plus equals more football. Stream now.
Let's talk the aggression we saw from Central Michigan in this first set. We saw straight power in the swings of Christina Casson, Natalia Raymond, and especially the freshman Grace Thomas. Coach Golick said their team simply has to be aggressive. They can't sit and wait for a perfect situation because volleyball is simply an imperfect sport. The aggression and risks clearly are paying off in the first set, allowing them to take the win.
Yeah, absolutely, Christina. I mean, you look at the Central Michigan box score, 5 different players with at least 3 kills so far, and these are all players that they love to get involved. It's the threat that CMU poses, right? It's not just 1 star player or 2 star players that can bring it to you. It's all 5 of those players.
Yeah, it makes it so difficult to kind of game plan and attack against. And for Western right now, a great defensive team right now. It feels like they're scrambling, trying to figure out where the attack's coming from, because it can be Thomas, it can be Casson, it can be even Schrock or Raymond. I mean, a lot of options you can look at.
And the Western defense has been impressive, but CMU is applying a lot of pressure, and they're not allowing Western to set up their offense as easily, which typically comes easy to them with Logan Case at the helm of it all.
Yeah, really too many free balls for Western right now that CMU took advantage of. It felt like a lot more scrambling. We'll see how they adjust here in the second set, but how about the tightness of this one? 14 scores that were tied and 7 lead changes. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better set one in a rivalry game.
Absolutely. Both teams that are just really wanting to get a win. To Central Michigan keep ahead towards the top of the MAC standings, and Western to try to get back to where they're used to being at towards the top of the MAC.
Yeah, and we've saw that the last 2 weeks with the Kent State and Ohio series for Western. Let's see how they respond in a tough place to play.
So they'll get started quite early there, quickly going to Anna Calcagno for the point. So now Simpkins will once again send it away. The reigning MAC Defensive Player of the Year will play a little offense here. Anderson sends it to Olin to get CMU on the board here in this second set.
I mean, for CMU right now, it's looking borderline effortless, and it all starts with Korba. That's her 17th assist already. It's just an easy set for Abby Olin.
Korba has just been the lead of all of these different CMU hitters' success. As Western, once again, it is kill after kill so far to start this one. Calcagno with her second here of this set.
Yeah, and we kind of didn't know if this was going to go the defensive route or the offensive route. And right now, it's a lot of offense. CMU comes in with holding opponents to only a 162 hitting percentage. Right now, Western sitting at about 300.
Reagan Boyer sends it into the net. So just as we expected, we're going back and forth here to start this second set. But if we're being honest, Nate, that towards the end of that first set, CMU pulled away, and that's when it becomes most important, especially in these back and forth sets. So here's Gertiza sending it over for CMU, dug out by Simpkins. They'll find Mers on this close side, and Natalia Raymond sends it back on their side.
Yeah, you see Raymond getting above the netting. Not often you see that, but we've seen it a lot more in the Bowling Green series. She had 3 blocks.
Talia Raymond just does it all for CMU. Gertiza will send it over once again. Nice serve here. Case will set up Mars on that far side and finds the floor to tie it back up.
Yeah, and it's actually been not the hard hits for the Broncos, but the soft hits and the expertly placed hits for the Broncos that have been finding the most success.
Yeah, CMU has done a really good job digging out those ferocious kill attempts from Western, but as you mentioned, those push shots are finding the floor more often. Here comes a serve from Erickson, still knotted up at 3. Corba finds Thomas, and it finds the floor. They cannot stop Grace Thomas.
Grace Thomas all of a sudden finds herself the kill leader in this one, tied on the other side with Mers, but how about a 750 hitting percentage?
I was just going to get into that. 6 kills with no errors on just 8 attempts. It has been very impressive from the freshman. Natalia Raymond sends it over this time, so we'll tie it right back up at 4. Here comes Madison Mers to send it away. Dug out by Gertiza. She'll find Corba, and Corba flips it over the net, fooling the defense for the Central Michigan point.
I mean, just what a peripheral vision read from Corba. She goes, you guys have seen me set it up 100 times. Now you're ready for it. How about I just send one over?
Corba just so impressive for this CMU offense. Grace Thomas will get a chance to serve here. They'll set it up for Salesman, and what a dig there from Gertiza. CMU keeps it alive, but here's the Western Michigan offense, and Logan Case says, hey, I saw you the trick play there from Corba. Let me do it myself.
Yeah, and that's a staple right there for Logan Case. She practically was like, this is my play. What are we doing?
You're stealing my action here. Yeah, she's got 27 kills on the year, most all of them coming from that exact play. Not up at 5 here. Gertiza with the dig. Corba finding Schrock. A nice save there from Western, keeps it alive. CMU's offense will reset. This time it's Olin, and they're unable to stop her again. 6-5 CMU.
I mean, right now, Central Michigan is sending such force over that it's bouncing and deflecting off of multiple defenders, and that makes it so much harder to dig out and reset the offense.
So Corba will get a shot here to serve. CMU with the 6-5 advantage. Nice serve there, trouble for Western, and they're unable to get it over. It's an ace for Corba.
Yeah, just a weird spot for Salesman. Came off the wrist a little bit weird, and that's one you don't see often.
And this is our first ace of this entire game. We're 7-5 into the second set, and that's the first ace for either side. So Corba sends it over once again. Case with a long assist to Salesman, but CMU keeps it alive. Casson blocked. And a nice dig from Corba keeps it alive. Here's Schrock. Western keeping it alive on their side. Salesman will get another shot at it. And it looks like it was, no, Western wants the tip. They're not going to get it, and CMU now holds a 3-point lead.
Well, Central really coming out of the gates right now. And it looks like we might get a look at this.
Yeah, I think Colleen Munson wants to challenge this one. The whole entire Western Michigan side immediately goes to that tip motion with the fingers. CMU got the point, however, so I know we're early in this second set, but this is still a big-time ruling here with CMU already off to a 3-point lead.
Well, we saw what that 3-point lead did in the first set for Central Michigan. They're able to do that again. Can Western keep up?
Get another look at it here. Really tough to tell there. Trying to see if there's any movement with the fingers potentially there, but it's really difficult to tell. I don't know about you, Nathan, but I'm historically bad at reviewing replays. I try not to give out my opinion because it's typically the wrong one.
It's the Kyle broadcaster jinx, huh?
Exactly. So I would also recommend you not making a pick as well.
I figured it's best to just leave it up to the folks at home.
Exactly. So they are going to give the point to Western here. So CMU will lose the point. Western picks it up. As you look there, it looks like it was tipped.
Yeah, it looks like it just came off the pinky finger. We can say that now that, you know.
Yeah, that it was ruled that way.
It was ruled,
exactly.
Right?
I genuinely have no idea if that was the right call, but let's go with it. Why not? Just getting a second to reset here, but Western Michigan picks up a huge point there. Would have been trailing by 3. Instead, it's just 1. And Carly Piercefield, the freshman, will send it back over. We are back to play here. Logan Case will reset for Western, and here comes the serve. Korba finds Olin in the middle, and a nice dig there from Simpkins, keeping it alive. Langton keeps it going for CMU. Here's Casson with the touch, the precision. Another point for CMU.
Earlier this week, Mike Golick gave us a pretty good example. He said, you know, you've got to have a versatile tool belt. You can't always go to that hammer. I don't know what you'd rule that, but that one definitely wasn't a hammer. Great vision from Casson.
Yeah, that one might be more of the screwdriver there, but either way, it gets you the point. And Abby Olin puts up the shrug and says, I don't even know how I do it. Rejected. Look at this one. Get that out of here. 9-6 CMU, scratch that, make it 9-7 as Anderson sends it into the net. CMU feels like they have control here of this second set, but it's still just a 2-point game.
Yeah, still anybody's back and forth, but right now it's those 2 3-point leads that get dangerous in this one.
Korba will set up Raymond on this close side. She'll go to the push shot, but a nice one-handed dig save from Case. Marr tries to go for it, and Abby Olin is there once again.
Well, Central Michigan this season has averaged 2 blocks a set, which is 6 in the MAC. Right now, they are looking unstoppable around the net.
Olin with 3 blocks already in this one. And it will be an ace for the freshman, Hannah Langton. Got a little 7-11 action going here on the scoreboard. A 4-point lead between these two teams really feels like a monster lead.
Yeah, biggest one we've seen today, and it does feel like a large margin.
Another nice serve from Langton, but Western Michigan able to set up. Nice dig from Anderson to keep it alive. Korba finds Raymond, and it's blocked out of bounds. CMU's run continues. And Western Michigan needs a timeout. CMU has extended their lead to 5 here in this second set, and they trail here 1-0.
It's Red Tag savings time at Penske Chevrolet. Get Red Tag holiday savings now on new Trax or Equinox. Your choice, $299. $299 a month at Penske Chevrolet. Drive new Trax or Equinox. Your choice. Red Tagged at only $299 a month. The Red Tags are back now at Penske Chevrolet.
Another crazy season. Are you ready to keep this rolling? Let's go.
With ESPN Plus, catch live NFL games.
And enjoy the show.
Plus, NFL shows from some of the biggest names in the game.
Let's go to the tape.
This ball is just thrown into a defensive team meeting.
NFL Prime Time, only on ESPN Plus.
Oh, did I mention our exclusive expert analysis? Why settle for some football when you can have more football? It's simple. ESPN Plus equals more football. Stream now.
It's been an impressive start to the season for Central Michigan as we take a look at the MAC standings. Second in the conference at 5-2, whereas Western Michigan at 3-3. This is not where they're used to being here in the MAC.
Yeah, how about that? Western projected the favorites this year, and Central Michigan was about in the middle of the pack. Big switch up, but it's been impressive from the Chippewas so far, really coming at the Broncos.
Absolutely. Western Michigan obviously going 18-0 in the MAC a year ago. 3 losses already this year, but they've won 2 straight, and they're rolling. CMU wants to put an end to it. They lead 12-7 here in this second set. Julia Marr will send it over, but Korba keeps it alive. Casson, far side. Western will recover. Good back and forth here from both teams. Raymond on the close side. A one-handed dig keeps it alive. But CMU now has a shot to reset. Thomas, another one. 13-7, and it's thanks to Grace Thomas. Greatness.
That's 7. That's 7. I mean, Grace Thomas, welcome to the rivalry series in a big way.
Absolutely. Has been a key player on both sides for CMU all year, but today specifically, 7 kills with a 778 hit percentage. Just unreal video game-like numbers. Here comes the offense from Western Michigan. Korba digs it out. They'll go to Raymond on this close side. Good block there from Western. Simpkins finding the floor there is Anna Calcagno. So she has been impressive so far in this second set for Western. That's her 3rd kill of this set, 5th of the game.
Yeah, she's been really efficient too, a 444 hit percentage. She's been really good and been one of the more consistent hitters for the Broncos.
Calcagno will send it away here from the service line. Yeah, you talked about it. She's 4th on this team with the 95 kills coming in. So that was her 100th kill on the season in just 46 sets. She'll send it over here. Raymond digs it out. Korba tries to keep it alive. She gets slapped on the hand and gets the point for it. So now CMU has extended this set 2 lead by 6, leading 14-8.
Yeah, right there, it's just Amanda Glanton, who's 2nd on this team in blocks, just once again seeing a free ball come over that she's like, I can take this down, and gets a little bit too far over.
Corteza sends it over here. Case with the diving attempt. Can they send it over? Korba tries to pull a fast one on Western Michigan, but it goes over and they pick up the point.
Yeah, Korba saw the spot in the zone where it was available, just put a little bit too much power on it there.
Really tough spot there because the Western Michigan defense had 4 players on this close side trying to recover from the good Corteza serve, but instead they're able to pick up a point out of it. So it's 14-9 here. Erickson will send it away. Korba in the middle, finds Thomas again, and they have no answer for the freshman Grace Thomas, her 8th kill today.
I mean, firing on all cylinders. You look at the attack percentage for Central Michigan, 324. How about 800 for Grace Thomas, accounting for a lot of that?
Yeah, and Central Michigan came in to this set with a 283 kill percentage, so it is just rising and rising so far. And there's Western Michigan answering there. Amanda Glanton getting some action on this close side to get them in double digits.
Yeah, not somebody you see a lot of kills from for the Broncos. She came into this one with only 6, but a 289 hit percentage. She's somebody they need to look to a spark now.
Glanton sends it over here. Langton digs it out. Korba once again tricking this Western Michigan defense to extend the lead to 6.
They're pulling a little gotcha on you. Again, look at this. The defense waiting for the set. Korba finds the spot.
Using those eyes in the back of her head right there, finding that opening. 16-10, Thomas sends it into the net, so Western Michigan will regain possession. So if you're Western Michigan right now, Nathan, down by 5, what do you got to do to inch your way back into this one to keep the second set alive?
I mean, it just becomes the better attacks. You've got to play better defense right now because the Chippewas are dicing you up on what you do best.
Korba will set up far side for Schrock. A nice dig there from Erickson. Blocked by Central. Western Michigan in a scramble. They're able to get it over, but it's over the net, and Central Michigan now up by 6.
And it's the errors that are starting to pile up a little bit for the Broncos. They're only at 9 right now, but that number can start to climb really fast in this lead. I mean, up to 6 is the biggest we've seen.
Korba with a nice serve. Case will set it up in the middle for Mers, but Casson is there. Korba finds Olin in the middle, and she'll do it herself to extend the lead to 7. Abby Olin has been a bit more quiet here in this second set, but they go right to her there. Really difficult play to do anything there defensively.
Well, it's what Mike Golick talked about with us, having confidence in your players. It doesn't matter if you've been swinging the hot hand in this set or the last set. He has confidence in his players. They have confidence in each other, and they are not afraid to take the big swing.
Western Michigan is going to call a timeout here because they got to find a way to stop Grace Thomas. The freshman for Central Michigan from Dublin, Ohio, has been absolutely everywhere with those 8 kills, 800 hitting percentage.
I mean, just a absolute stardom moment here for Grace Thomas. One of the biggest games of the year for the Chippewas up to this point. You get your rival coming into home. Grace Thomas doesn't blink twice. She's 4th on the team in kills. She might be flirting with 3 or 2 after this one because she is on fire.
Yeah, and she's been very impressive. Even going back to their last match against Bowling Green, had 3 aces, came into that one with 0 on the year, and we've seen her a couple times serving today. So just an all-around great couple last matches for Thomas, especially tonight.
The ability to put a freshman on the service line who's usually up at the net and be like, go at him. And she has shined. I mean, she's becoming another utility tool that can do it all for Central Michigan.
Yeah, we talk about all the different frontline players here for CMU, and Grace Thomas, if she hadn't already, certainly has placed her name in that group. So it's 18-11 here in set 2. CMU leads 1-0. Looking to capture this second one. Korba will send it over. Case will set it up for Mary Claire Brusek to end the CMU run.
Yeah, and that's somebody that's been pretty quiet today. Brusek only 2 kills up to that point. There she kind of gets going, finds her spots. That's the second leader on this team in kills, and she hasn't really found her groove so far.
One of the several players that were named to an All-MAC team last year for Western. She was on the All-MAC second team. Here comes a serve from Piercefield. Korba finds Olin. Nice dig there from Piercefield. Marr will send it over. Schrock keeps it alive for Central. Korba to Casson. Another good dig from Piercefield, but Abby Olin finds the floor and gets CMU to 19.
Too many mistakes from the Broncos. It's been the story. It's not, might not be the ones that are going in the stat sheet, but it's the physical free balls and too many errors around the net that the Chippewas, with their size, are taking full advantage of.
Olin up to her 7th kill on the day. Here comes Western Michigan right back to it. Blocked by Central, but it goes out of play, so Western picks up the point.
Well, this
Momentum
is a big
breaker there.
Yeah, this is a big spot for Western Michigan. They've got to claw themselves back into this one right now.
And a good serve from Simpkins has the CMU defense in trouble. They're forced to send over a free ball. Here's Case finding Calcagno once again. 2-point run here for the Broncos.
Yeah, and that's a little bit of the Chippewas medicine given back to them. They've been really good with the free ball. That time, they give up the free ball and play flat-footed on the other side.
Simpkins again with a nice serve, but Korba finds Casson. A nice dig, keeps it alive from Case. Here's Marr finding that back corner. A nice shot there from Julia Marr. It's a 3-point run here late in this second set for the Broncos.
Yeah, and this is what you've got to be careful of. You've kept the Broncos from gaining momentum. Now they've got a little bit of life. Can the Chippewas find the answer?
Simpkins on a serve run here. Korba will set up Raymond. The push shot is blocked, but she recovers. They'll go right back to her. Push shot again. Great recovery from Western, and they send it back over. Nice defensive play. Can they catch him in a scramble? Yes, they can. Natalia Raymond puts it home for Central.
That's now her 7th kill. She's swinging 261. A little bit quieter here in set 2, but she doesn't really need to shine with Grace Thomas doing all she's been doing.
So here's Hannah Langton sending it over for Central. A nice serve. Puts the defense in a tough bind. Marr sends it over. And it's over the line. 6-point lead now, 21-15 for CMU.
Yeah, Marr just trying to swing too far from the net. That throws off her attacking angle and gets too far on that one, trying to get too much distance.
So Hannah Langton will pick up the ace there. It's 21-15. Here it comes again. And this time, it hits the top tape. Western regains possession.
For Central Michigan, you can't really be giving it back to Western after you silence that momentum, and then you're giving it right back. So the Broncos still have a little bit of that momentum lingering.
Here's Regan Boyer to send it away for the Broncos. Korba finds Thomas. A little awkward play there. Western Michigan sets it up. Nice dig from Langton. Korba to Raymond. Another impressive dig from this Broncos defense. They'll go far side, and another picked up point there for Western Michigan. This time it's Annalise Patchett.
That's another one of those freshmen. She comes into this one, 76 kills, 8 blocks to the mix. Another freshman they expect big things from moving forward.
Here's Boyer's serve once again. They trail by 4. Korba, Raymond, close side. The power wants the touch. She won't get it, and Western picks it up.
Yeah, Raymond was very adamant that there was a touch on this.
And it looks like CMU is going to challenge it here. Natalia immediately thought there was a tip on that one. That ball was hit with extreme force. And once again, this challenge comes in a really crucial spot. It potentially could extend the CMU lead to 5, or it could keep it just at 3 with Western Michigan still with a chance to get back into it.
Yeah, this is something that we saw last time the Chippewas were at home against Ball State. They let the Cardinals come back too many times after some big runs. And we're back to the video board. Kyle, still no comment?
You can see right here, a finger seems to bend backward there. If you're looking in slow motion, it looks like Case has one of her fingers on her right hand bend backwards there. You can kind of see it. Now, I'm not a doctor or anything, but I don't think your fingers just make weird movements like that if they're not, forced by something.
It's not like the double jointed thing, is it?
Oh, don't get me started with that.
Yeah, fair enough. But
I'm not making a final prediction. That's where I'll keep it.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Neither will I, but still close for Central Michigan. This is going to be a big swing point that we could look back at the end of this at set 2 and be like, this was the decider.
Yeah, and we talked about it coming into the second set, how both of these kill percentages were so close for both teams, but CMU has really extended that lead. They're up to a .310 attack percentage, whereas Western Michigan still at a very respectable .247, but .310 for CMU is phenomenal.
Yeah, what's coming into this one, Western swung it well against Kent State. They really were swinging at their best level, but we know this Central Michigan defense is so tough. They're first in the Mid-American Conference in opponent hit percentage at 162, and they themselves are second in their own hit percentage with 226. They're swinging it well, and then causing the Broncos to really struggle on the other end. This is where you can't play in the Central Michigan side of the court.
Really getting an extended look at this one. A crucial decision made by our officials here. We'll see. I know that CMU is expecting the call to be reversed, but really big time play. More so for Western Michigan, right? Because if you're down by 3 in this second set, there's still life. Not saying down by 5 there isn't, but it's a much more difficult spot being down by 5 with CMU at 22 points, and you already trail 1-0.
Yeah, we talked about that 3-point difference in the first set making all the difference. Well, it's going to make all the difference here in the second set, whether it's that bigger gap or not.
So here's the rule here. They will rule it a tip. McGurk Arena gets loud. And I think I just got my first correct replay response.
Congratulations.
Are we giving me that one? I don't know.
I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you to boost a little bit of momentum.
That's why you're a great partner. All right, so it's 22-17. We'll change the scoreboard. CMU leads by 5 here late in this second set. And Ali Gurtiza, who's been really good behind the service line so far, will send it away for Central. And a miscommunication from Western Michigan coming out of the timeout will cause an ace for Gurtiza. And they're just 2 points away now here in this second set.
Yeah, Simpkins getting mixed up with Boyer there. Gotta talk that one through because now 2 points away for the Chippewas.
Here's Gurtiza's serve once again. This time Boyer has it. She'll find Case. They'll go far side. We have a couple, our far side officials said it was down. Our one in the other corner said it was out, but it's ruled out. So CMU picks up the point.
Well, here we go. A big spot for the Chippewas. Can they get it done at set point?
Set point here. Gurtiza sends it too long. You don't mind the aggressive serve try there, up by 7. They still hold a 6-point lead here late in the second set.
Well, now it's the Chippewas' ability. Can't give any more runs to Western Michigan. You just need one, but still.
Patchett to serve for the Broncos. Raymond finds Korba. Broncos offense set back up. Salesman. Nice dig from Anderson. Korba finds Raymond. A dig attempt from the Broncos gets tripped up, and Central Michigan is leading 2-0 here in McGurk Arena. Natalia Raymond caps it off for Central Michigan, and they'll look to win this one here coming up in the
It's Red Tag savings time at Penske Chevrolet. Get Red Tag holiday savings now on new Trax or Equinox. Your choice, $299. $299 a month at Penske Chevrolet. Drive new Trax or Equinox. Your choice. Red Tagged at only $299 a month. The Red Tags are back now at Penske Chevrolet.
Hey, little brother.
No matter how hard I try,
John, are you eating anything?
There's no talking to you. Do you believe
My secret
in
recipe.
life after love?
Thank you.
What is sport? It's more than fast footwork and pushing through pain. Goes beyond the gym, through city streets, onto the stage. Ask yourself, is this sport? Yeah, even that. Sport is everything.
Another crazy season. Are you ready to keep this rolling? Let's go.
With ESPN Plus, catch live NFL games.
And enjoy the show.
Plus, NFL shows from some of the biggest names in the game.
Let's go to the tape.
This ball is just thrown into a defensive team meeting.
NFL Prime Time, only on ESPN Plus.
Oh, did I mention our exclusive expert analysis? Why settle for some football when you can have more football? It's simple. ESPN Plus equals more football. Stream now. With ESPN Plus, catch live NFL games. Plus,
Let's go to the tape.
NFL shows from some of the biggest names in the game and exclusive expert analysis. ESPN Plus equals more football. Stream now.
Central Michigan and Western Michigan, a classic rivalry here in the MAC. Although Western ultimately takes the cake over Central overall, having a total of 63-44 all time, they have lost 3 straight at CMU. Their last win, 2018. CMU is clearly looking to continue this trend, taking the last set with a 7-point lead. We'll be right back.
It's Red Tag savings time at Penske Chevrolet. Get Red Tag holiday savings now on new tracks or Equinox. Your choice, $299. $299 a month at Penske Chevrolet. Drive new tracks or Equinox. Your choice. Red Tagged at only $299 a month. The Red Tags are back now at Penske Chevrolet.
Another crazy season. Are you ready to keep this rolling? Let's go.
With ESPN Plus, catch live NFL games.
And enjoy the show.
Plus, NFL shows from some of the biggest names in the game.
Let's go to the tape.
This ball is just thrown into a defensive team meeting.
NFL Prime Time, only on ESPN Plus.
Oh, did I mention our exclusive expert analysis? Why settle for some football when you can have more football? It's simple. ESPN Plus equals more football. Stream now.
Central Michigan leads 2-0, and it was capped off by our key player tonight, Natalia Raymond.
Yeah, just excellent. We talk about it. She might not be, well, she is currently the leader in kills. 9 kills on 26 attempts. That's a .308 hitting percentage. She's been so efficient with her kills, and she's been all the Central Michigan Chippewas need at everywhere on the court.
Yeah, just efficiency left and right for CMU. I'm going to continue to bring it up because of how impressive it is, but Grace Thomas at the .727 hit percentage. You talked about it. Raymond with those 9 kills tonight at .308 hit percentage. Abby Olin is at .375. Even Lauren Schrock is at .214. It's really all over the board. CMU has done a great job against this impressive Western Michigan defense who doesn't really get it done at the net, but they dig out kills better than any team in this league.
They average 16 a set, first in the Mid-American Conference. We haven't really seen that strength, and they use that defense to make good offense. Haven't been able to fall into a groove today. We'll see if they come out with a little bit of fire in the third set to try to start that reverse comeback.
So as mentioned, CMU leads this one 2-0. They ended a 6-set streak that Western Michigan was on, capping off a couple of upsets versus Ohio and Kent State. Not upsets, but sweeps, excuse me, between Ohio and Kent State. But CMU now has ripped off 2 sets against an impressive Western Michigan team.
Yeah, they came in 6 straight sets. They fall here, and now how do they respond? Obviously, a big weekend for them as they go from here just about an hour to Eastern.
Yeah.
So that Michigan MAC.
Yeah, down to Ypsilanti. They've won against Eastern 11 straight times, but this is a different kind of year for Western Michigan, but we talked about it earlier. They're really starting to get their footing. A tough non-conference to start off. They haven't been great on the road. Most of their success has come at home, as they are currently 2-5 on the road this season. We're about to get started here in this third set. Here it comes from Erickson. Langton with a diving dig. She'll find Raymond on the far side. And another impressive dig from Western. Salesman tries to send it over, and she's blocked. She gets another try. Blocked again. We got a frenzy going on here at the net, and we're reset. Casson sends it over. Now Case, far side, and it's over. CMU starts off with the point.
Well, I know they called this event the block party here in Mount Pleasant. Boy, is it in set number 3.
Yeah, we had a ton of blocking and just passing going on right there around the net. Great job from both teams to keep it alive, and CMU gets started. So Hannah Langton sends it over. A nice serve. Salesman has to send over another free ball. Here's Langton again, finding Raymond. A diving dig made there by Boyer. Salesman. Corbo will set up Raymond once again. Western Michigan playing some good defense. Salesman gets another shot at it, and Langton keeps it going. Here's Casson. And it's sent about 5 rows up to get CMU up 2-0.
Souvenir ball, and those are the ones you know. Those ones are coming in with so much power. Casson just launching it in there.
CMU defense has been really impressive so far, specifically against Keona Salesman, just held to that 130 hit percentage so far. Here she is again, and blocked once again. This time they'll go far side to Mers. It's sent into the net. CMU keeps it alive. Thomas sends over the free ball. Case sets up Mers. And Corba this time sends it to the opposite side of the stands to get Western on the board.
Well, Mers has been the go-to so far. She's the leader in kills for the Broncos with now 7. Only a 250 hit percentage, though. I wouldn't be surprised to see Western go to her a little bit more often.
And they go to her here to serve, but Raymond digs it out. Corba will go right back to Raymond. Sends it over with power, but a bit too far. Ties it up at 2.
Well, here we go. Western, one of their first leads in a while.
Here comes Mers' serve once again. Langton digs it out. Corba will find Casson on the close side. Recovered by Case. They go right to Salesman. Blocked again by Casson. And a trick play made there from Case to give the Broncos the lead.
Case and Corba have been going back and forth on that little jump over the net, and it's been working to a T.
If I were to take a guess, we probably see it here from Corba soon, because it seems like they've been answering when one other person does it. Corba this time will set up Thomas, but it's blocked. They send it right back to Western. Here's Salesman on this close side. Langton has it to Raymond. Another nice dig from Western. Here's Case to Salesman again. Anderson pops it up, but nobody's there. An impressive dig attempt from Raymond, but she almost sends it too far, and Western Michigan picks up another one.
Yeah, Anderson and Corba were following right behind her, so everybody gets out of position here because everybody's like, I can get there, and then a little bit too far.
A little too far. Really nice try, though, there from Natalia Raymond. Western now, 4 straight points. 4-2, they lead. Here's Corba finding Thomas. And what do you go to when you trail? The hot hand, Grace Thomas.
Well, I'm sure the Broncos will feel that one tomorrow. I mean, right off the shoulder.
Yeah, gonna have to get the ice on that one afterwards, because Grace Thomas is coming with fire today. Here's Gertiza again. Been really good behind that service line. Case will set it up. This time it's blocked by CMU. They keep it alive, however. But Central able to set up their offense. Raymond, another nice dig. This time it's Salesman. Great defense from CMU, forcing these free balls. They go to Thomas, and it's off the top of the dome of Salesman for another one.
Well, the Broncos finally got something rolling.
Really nice play there. Just tough spot there. Goes right between the hands of Salesman. Here's Gertiza. 4-4, we're knotted up. Salesman tries to get her revenge and does indeed to put Western back in the lead. Mentioned it, but just 5 kills on 27 attempts for Salesman, who's been really efficient so far. She's 7th in the MAC in kills per set for Western, and she's the leader of kills on this team, but CMU has done a good job defensively with her. A nice serve from Case, a better dig from Langton. Raymond will send it over. Here's the Western Michigan offense. Langton again. Korba to Thomas. It's money. Grace Thomas again, her 10th kill. Unbelievable offense from the freshmen. Korba and Thomas have just an unbreakable connection tonight. Western cannot stop it. Here's Raymond. A nice serve there, and she picks up the ace with that knuckleball.
I mean, that is just so tough to try to field as a defender. This thing has little to no spin. Look at that.
Unreal there. Nothing you can do there if you're Alana Erickson. Here's Raymond once again. This time Western Michigan recovers. They go right to the middle, but it's out of play. CMU now on a bit of a run.
Yeah, this is a huge run for Central. They've clawed their way forward, and Central has really never given up a lead since those first sets.
Raymond again, her 3rd straight serve. This time it goes into the net, so Western Michigan will take over, but we talk about that with Coach Golick. They're willing to have those service errors because of how much of a threat she poses from the service line when it does get over.
And the way he compared it to us, it's like baseball. If you're going to get a high strikeout total, you've got to be willing to walk a couple if you're going to get those big-time strikeouts.
Absolutely. We know this CMU team is willing to take those risks. That's what's gotten them off to this hot start. Here's Thomas again. She can do it with the force. She can do it with the touch. She's doing it all.
Well, there's that tool belt we were talking about earlier. She's been showing the hammer. How about flipping to the screwdriver?
Right there. Takes the wrench, throws it away, and says, give me that screwdriver. Here's Thomas. Marr gets a chance at it. A one-handed diving dig from Gertiza is unable to stay in play. So it's 8-7 now, CMU.
Well, here comes Western now. There's a little bit more life, a little bit more churn offensively. Still shooting .204 on that attack percentage, though.
Simpkins sends it over. Korba finds Olin. A nice dig there from Western to keep it alive. Korba once again, this time finds Schrock, and she finds the middle of the defense. 9-7 CMU.
Well, we haven't seen a lot of Schrock in the second set. She comes back here in the third set, picks up where she left off efficiently, hitting it down.
Lauren Schrock hits with the most force out of any front player on this CMU team, and it's just nothing you can do as a defense. Here's Case. She'll set it up far side, and speaking of force, Madison Mers brings it there for Western Michigan.
Her 8th kill now. She's really have to be the go-to here for the Broncos down the stretch.
Case also picking up her 26th assist. Korba's got 33, so we've seen the battle of the setters here today with Case and Korba. Boyer sends it over. Korba finding Schrock. Western keeps it alive. They'll go right back to Mers, and a nice dig from Korba this time. Schrock again is blocked, out of play. CMU now in double digits. Lauren Schrock picks it up again there, lined up deep behind that net, but puts it in a spot that makes it tough for Western to send it back over. The Chippewas lead by 2. Here's Alina Anderson's serve. Case down on a knee, sends it over. A nice push shot there. CMU recovers. Case again, this time. Her second little flip shot in a row, so Korba was unable to answer it. She got 2 in a row off before Korba could.
Yeah, those two have been mirroring each other a little bit, but this time it was Case going, you know, I think I need another one.
I'm going to do it again. Yeah, exactly. Gets Western Michigan back down by just 1, 10-9.
And for Case, that's her 5th kill off that play.
Pretty efficiently getting that done as well. Korba finds Raymond with the force, but a nice dig from Simpkins. They go to Salesman, and it's blocked. They'll go right back to Salesman. Raymond is there. Korba finds Olin in the middle of the defense, and a one-handed diving dig from Simpkins. Wow. Langton will set it up for Casson, and she finds the back corner. What a play from Casson.
Well, what a rally back and forth. And how about spoiling a little bit of history for Simpkins? With that 11th dig, she becomes the 4th Bronco in program history to reach 2,000 career digs.
Seen a couple of historic moments here for the Western Michigan side, but right now it's all CMU. They are spoiling history here, picking up that point.
They're just putting out every flame that the Broncos are trying to ignite, and right here it's Raymond with the block.
Yeah, but we talked about it. Logan Case became the 3rd all-time in MAC assists tonight, and then you just mentioned Simpkins becoming the 4th player in Bronco history to get to, what was that, 2,000 digs?
Yeah, 2,000 career digs is Bronco, 4th one to do it. Historic night for the both of them, but right now it's Central and Mount Pleasant spoiling it.
Yeah, nothing to celebrate for Western Michigan. They trail 2 sets to none, and they lead here in this 3rd set, 12-10. Madison Mers has really been the star at the net for Western tonight. She will serve this one away. She's got 8 kills. There's a 200 hitting percentage, though, as that hitting percentage for Western continuing to drop and drop. Now below 200, they're at 198. That's what this CMU defense does, right? You brought it up earlier. They're 1st in the MAC with that opponent hitting percentage at 162. Here comes the serve. Corba will find Thomas again. Western Michigan able to stop her this time, but a block again from Christina Casson entering the block party.
Now that's everybody for CMU getting a piece of those blocks.
It's a block party here tonight at CMU, and they are embracing it with that one. 13-10 now. Here's Gertiza. She sends it over. Another nice serve. Case finds Salesman, and this time they're able to connect, a crucial point for Western. Salesman now with her 6th kill tonight, 3rd on the team, tied with Calcagno. And Logan Case, the star setter, will serve it away for Western. Still no aces on the day for the Broncos. Corba finds Thomas. They stopped her once, they can't do it twice. She continues the hot night.
684 make it. That's 13 for Thomas.
13 kills with a donut in the error column. It's just been efficient play from the freshman. Here's Natalia Raymond. CMU holding on to a 3-point lead here in this 3rd set. Case finding a big-time hit there. This time it was Anna Calcagno, so she's up to 7 kills.
So right now we're sticking around that 2-point deficit for the Broncos. They're hanging around, but now they need to find the pole vault forward.
It's been a couple more underrated players on this Western Michigan team with Calcagno and Mers, who haven't played in every set this year. Thomas again. They're able to recover. Nice job from Western, but it's a free ball. Here comes the CMU offense. Right back to Thomas. A nice dig attempt made by Simpkins, but nobody's there, and it's another kill for Thomas.
Well, just a monster night for Thomas.
So CMU leads 15-12, and they're up 2 sets to none here in the 3rd set in McGurk Arena. Grace Thomas is having a historic night. We're talking about history left and right. History made for her, a career high in kills.
A career high for the freshman. She's done it at such an efficient rate, 667.
14 kills for the freshman, a new career high, just continuing to get better and better for CMU as they lead 15-12 here in this third set.
It's all about moments for Grace Thomas this year, and this is the biggest one so far.
She'll serve it away here for Central, up 3. Just a bit too far here coming out of the timeout, so Western down by just 2.
So with everything going right for Grace Thomas, maybe not the serving category. That's her third service error.
Something's got to go wrong, right? You can't be that perfect. Simpkins sends it over with a nice serve. Schrock, deep behind the line, is rejected by Western. They trail by just 1.
Well, that's the biggest block we've seen from Western. They got big up in front of the net, finally blocked one of these outside hitters and sent it back.
Yeah, really been not a lot of action defensively at the net for Western. They do it all on that middle side. Schrock with the fastball right into the defense of Western Michigan.
No fear from this Chippewas team. You get blocked the first time around, she goes right back to it and says, I want to see you do this again.
I would say that was the hammer if I had to make a prediction. So here's Corba, she'll send it over. Case finding Calcagno, but a nice dig from Raymond. Going back to Casson on this close side. Good defense here from Western. They go right back to Calcagno. Corba to Olin. Blocked again by Western Michigan, so now they're entering the block party here in this third set.
Yeah, they finally got bigger at the net. They finally kind of stepped up and felt the pressure in the movements from the Chippewas.
16-15, CMU leads. Sent over by Boyer. Corba will set up Casson. She brings the force, but a nice dig from the Broncos. They go to Marr. Corba again, this time finds Raymond in the middle row. Case with a high assist attempt. And it looks like a reach over will be called on Marr, so a point for Central. And immediately, Munson does not agree with this one. Casson potentially could have reached over the net here, but they're going to talk this one over.
And I think this starts with Logan Case. She sets it up in a more difficult position that puts it in that weird spot where the officials can definitely make that call because your attacker is trying to get there.
There's a really far assist attempt there from Case. So yeah, CMU keeps the point, so it's 17-15. They'll go right back to Marr, and they get the point right back. You know that Marr wanted that one after that call.
Yeah, and that's what they were trying to set up the last time through, and this time they execute it.
Marr has once again been a little bit quiet here for Western. It's been some of those more underrated players. I mean, under the radar, she's tied for the lead in kills on the team with 8, but she definitely has been more efficient so far this season than tonight. Raymond with the dig here. They'll set up Olin in the middle. Nice job from Salesman to keep it alive. They'll go to Mers. And a tough play from Langton, but she keeps it alive, and Corba sends it over. Good defense from CMU. A dig from Corba, and Langton keeps it alive again. Look at this Chippewa defense. Salesman, this time they're able to place it down on the CMU defense, and we're tied up here in the third set.
A big scramble on both sides, but as Western coming out on top, they're finally deadlocked again. It wasn't until it was tied at 4 that we saw this deadlock. Western finally has a chance to pull back ahead.
Here's Alana Erickson. She sends it over. Corba finds Olin in the middle. Another one for Abby Olin. With the force. Look at this one. Whew, get out the way.
That's 9 on the night.
Here's the freshman, Hannah Langton. CMU holding on to a 1-point lead here in this third set. Case to Salesman. Anderson keeps it going. They'll go to Raymond on the far side. She tries to send it to the back corner, but a bit too far. We're tied up again.
Yeah, sometimes trying to go cross court, it's not as easy as they make it look sometimes. That one just a little bit too far from Raymond, who's really going for this dead corner.
Madison Mers will send it over for the Broncos. Corba finds Thomas in the middle, and Thomas continues the on-fire night.
I mean, every time for Thomas, the hands go up, and she goes, I don't know what it is, but 15 kills, she's doing it expertly.
Grace greatness tonight as CMU now 19-18 in this third set, trying to close it out. Here's Case finding Salesman on this close side. We'll see if they call a tip. They do not call a tip, so CMU reaches 20.
And Logan Case was the first one to turn around there. Looking at the head coach, Munson, she just was like, we got to challenge this one. She's like, that's off a fingertip.
Yeah, this is one of those spots where you are in a challenge, or you have to challenge this one essentially, because it could be a tie game if successful. If not, a 2-point lead, down 2-0 this late in the third set. Got to do anything you can to get that one back. We'll see if CMU made any contact with it. It looked like Western Michigan. They have all night, but they kind of made that gesture that it was tipped. Here's another look at it here. Thomas's shot goes out of play. It doesn't look like off initial if there's any contact, but once again, it's just really hard to tell. Moving at that slow motion there. Don't know if there's going to be anything to overturn the call. The call on the court is that it was tipped, and it's CMU's point. So that's an important message there. We got just some awesome celebrations going on for CMU, but here's another replay. That one makes it look a little bit different here. Really, really tough there. The ball may have took a different path. It seems like it just moves left instead of going straight. But I'm not making a prediction here. I'm leaving this one up to you. This one's your call.
Yeah, you get by in physics once in a while. I mean, I took physics back in high school. Now, not really taking any sciences, but, you know, that one, the directional-wise, looks like there's a little bit of movement.
See what the ruling is here, because this is a really important call for both sides. But as important of a time a game this is, the CMU bench still laughing it up, having a good time.
I mean, they bring the energy. They keep the life in this arena. And another look at it.
That one is really tough, and we do have a ruling here. It is going to be standing as it was called, so CMU keeps the point, 20-18. That last angle had a little bit of a look at it that maybe it could have been flipped, but I don't have the white shirt on, so we're going to keep rolling. 2018, CMU leads, are up 2-0. Case finding Mary Claire Brusek there to bring the point back on their side.
Well, there's the evener. That would have been the go-ahead for the Broncos if that one goes the other way. So the Broncos need to start a little run here. And how about your leader, Logan Case, at the service line?
2019, CMU leads Western Michigan. It's coming down to their final points here. Can they extend this to a fourth set? Here's a serve from Case. Corba sets it up for Thomas, and it's blocked this time by Western Michigan, out of play, so another one for Thomas.
How about the communication from Gertiza and then Thomas? Hey, out, 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 out. Get out of the way. Everybody's ducking and covering.
Even when they're able to block Grace Thomas, they are unable to pick up the point. It is just nothing you can do with Grace. Raymond sends it over, and it does not go over. It goes into the net, so it's 21-20 CMU.
And just very uncharacteristic there for Raymond. You get your best server on the line, and just a little bit of an error there. Don't see that too often, so let's see if the Broncos can capitalize.
The salesman serve to Langton. Corba goes to Thomas. They're able to recover this time. Case will set it up for Calcagno. CMU offense. Schrock, far side, forced to send over a free ball. See if Western Michigan can take advantage. CMU, good defense. Here's Schrock again. She gets another shot at it and puts it down. 3 points to go for CMU.
First time Schrock didn't get the angle, the approach she wanted. Patience, she waits for this one and sends it over two blockers and finds her spot.
Extreme force from Lauren Schrock puts CMU just 3 points away from the sweep in McGurk Arena. A nice serve from Thomas. Here's Marr. Gertiza keeps it going. Raymond sets it up for Schrock again. Just a bit too far there. No tip on that one, so Western Michigan cuts it to a 1 point lead.
I mean, Chippewas are hungry for this one. They've lost the last two in sweet fashion to the Broncos last year, but they are fired up here.
Simpkins with the serve. Langton with a tough dig, but they recover. Raymond far side. right towards that Western Michigan bench, but they're able to recover, and it just skates over. Korba to Schrock. Again, CMU just 2 points away.
Lauren Schrock has got fire, and she is not letting it go. She's trying to do this herself.
It's been Grace Thomas a lot, but Lauren Schrock trying to finish it. Just like a closer in baseball, bringing that fastball and trying to close this one out. 23-21. Case blocked by CMU. Abby Olin and Lauren Schrock at the block party.
I mean, Abby Olin was stunned for a minute there. Like she was expected to go over, and that was just all Schrock.
It's game point here. Allie Korba, 24-21, CMU going for the sweep. Here's the Korba swerve. Case finding Mers, and it's too far. Central Michigan completes the sweep over Western and takes this one in the third set, 25-21. What a match.
What a match indeed, and it was the Chippewa offense just attacking, a .298 attacking percentage, and how about the freshman Thomas, 16 kills, ends with a .667 hitting percentage.
Western Michigan came into this one not winning in McGurk Arena since 2018. The 3 straight losses, that streak gets extended to 4 straight. CMU continuing to roll and picking up the sweep. What a win.
They have been so impressive. They are playing as a team. I don't know if you had this on your bingo card. I know I certainly didn't, but what a surprise. And the Chippewas keep rolling, taking down the defending champs at home. Nothing sweeter than a rivalry win.
CMU moves to 6-2 in the conference. Has just been a really impressive run from Mike Golick and his squad so far. And we talked about it with him earlier this week. They're willing to take the risks. They're playing to win. They're not playing to not lose. They are playing to win games. They bring those risks. They bring the force around the net, and it pays off in matches like this.
And we saw that today, and it's going to be quick turnaround for them now. They get this one in the books, a huge win. They'll celebrate it tonight. But it's back to business tomorrow morning. NIU's coming to town.
Absolutely. NIU coming in towards the bottom of the conference at 1-5, but CMU will try to extend that winning streak. It's 2 straight for them. They won in 5 against Bowling Green last week. They sweep Western this time, and it's just a big-time win for Coach Golick and his team as they are celebrating.
Hugs all around, and how can't you? I mean, Grace Thomas getting a big hug there, but what a victory for these Chippewas.
All right, so what a win for CMU, taking this one in a sweep fashion. Western Michigan already off the floor. You see all the celebratory celebrations going on for the Chippewas as we will send it over to Christina Fusco. She's with Coach Golick here after a big-time 3-0 sweep.
All right, Coach, freshman Grace Thomas had an amazing day today, hitting .667 and a career high of 16 kills. What does her addition mean to the team overall?
Yeah, I mean, Grace was really great tonight off the slide, and that's a team effort. When you're killing the ball out of the middle, it means your passing first contact is good, our setting was good, and we just kept putting Grace in good spots, and she was just able to cash in time and time again on that slide. And man, she's been in our lineup all year, but kind of getting her off of 1 foot behind was just a mismatch tonight, and look to hope to keep that going. Yeah.
Speaking of keeping going, you mentioned earlier this week a big key point was the aggression, and we saw that in today's match with a sweep over Western Michigan. What are you going to do to ensure this aggression stays in tomorrow's match?
Well, I think more than anything, I think we're seeing that it's providing opportunity for us, and so we want to be aggressive because we want to put it out there. If we don't risk it, then we don't have a chance to win. And so we're just really kind of being really fearless, I think, on the court, going for it. We'll deal with whatever outcome we get, but I thought it was really, we won in all phases tonight. We really did a nice job, and I have a lot of respect for Western. I think they're really well coached. I think they got some players that have been playing a long time and really done a nice job in this league. And we knew we had to play well and take some calculated risk, and we did a real nice job of managing that tonight.
Absolutely. Congrats on the rival win. Go celebrate.
Yeah, fire up.
All right, you mentioned it. Grace Thomas with those 16 kills was an all-around effort from CMU, and they're able to cap off the sweep. From Christina Fusco and Nathan Arbaugh, I'm Kyle Sandel. Thank you for tuning in to tonight as CMU takes it 3-0.
It's Red Tag Savings Time at Penske Chevrolet. Get Red Tag holiday savings now on new tracks or Equinox. Your choice, $299. $299 a month at Penske Chevrolet. Drive new tracks or Equinox. Your choice. Red Tagged at only $299 a month. The Red Tags are back now at Penske Chevrolet.
Hey, little brother. No matter how hard I try,
John, are you eating anything?
There's no talking to you. Do you believe
My secret
in
recipe.
life after love?
Thank you.
With ESPN Plus, catch live NFL games. Plus,
let's go to the tape.
NFL shows from some of the biggest names in the game and exclusive expert analysis. ESPN Plus equals more football. Stream now.
NHL on ESPN Plus is back. Enjoy 1,000+ out-of-market games and so much more. That's hockey on ESPN Plus.
I feel like we're living in a movie.
Love you guys.
Formula One is go! Oh, it's contact! Formula One at its absolute finest!